Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to New Covenant Church TV. Always good to see every single one of you guys here every Monday. It's a blessing to see you guys, even though I can't physically see your smiling faces right now. I know that you're smiling, and I hope that you guys are having a blessed Monday. I know I am. And now this week's message, guys, last week we started talking about like money in the ministry, and that video was geared more towards leaders and what the smart things that they can do and in the ministry, to help be a blessing to everybody else. But you can still get some value out of that video, even if you're not a leader. So I would recommend you to go back and watch that video if you haven't. But in this week's video, I kind of wanted to address the saints, people that might not consider themselves like a leader when it comes to ministry. You might not be a leader in ministry, but you're a leader in other places. But you come to a church or a ministry and you feel like you're being fed there. When you're giving, guys, if you're attending like a ministry or a church or what have you, you give, and you should give because you see value in what it is that you're getting back. It's really almost like an exchange a little bit. Whenever you go to McDonald's and you spend your money at McDonald's or Walmart, or you go to a football game and you spend hundreds of dollars on tickets, you're giving because you see value in what it is that you're getting back. As a Christian, you should see the things of God and advancing the kingdom as of the utmost importance, because the Bible talks about these being eternal things, right? Things that we're going to carry with us into eternity. But here on the earth, everything is just temporary, right? And so to me, it's kind of like, it really doesn't make sense if we as a Christian believe that God and advancing the kingdom and the ministry, getting the word out there, and saving people is of the utmost importance. However, we don't give any money to it at all, but our money goes to McDonald's, to Walmart, to the Texans, to the Cowboys, or what have you. Our money is going everywhere else, but we just don't seem to have money for what's most important. But I think that sometimes the reason why we don't give in ministry is because we just don't see the importance. We don't see the value in what it is that we're getting. Yeah, we think it's great and we'll say that it's great, but do we really think that it's life-changing what we're receiving? Another thing that I want to share with you guys is that if you do give, I believe that you should try not to just give randomly. In other words, you're throwing a 20 out here or a 5 here, or you come into some money here, so I'm going to give that. I do believe that it's a good idea to give consistently. And the reason why I say that is because I do believe that there is a blessing and a reward when you do give. And it's not so much, a lot of people teach it as like that God is a slot machine. If I put money in, then God is going to bring a blessing out. It's like you're buying a blessing, or like a formulaic approach. And I don't believe that it's like that. I just believe that if you give, God will take care of you. Let me explain. When I was little, when I was riding a bike up and down my street, and I started picking up trash along the side of the road, and all the kids in the neighborhood started making fun of me, including my siblings. And they started saying, "Why are you doing that? That's nasty, quit doing that." And then my mom came up to me, she came across the street, and I still remember her words. She said, "You're trying to make the world a better place. Because you're doing that, I'm gonna take you to McDonald's." She said that in front of all the kids, and they were all like, like I did it and I wasn't expecting anything back, but because I did it, I got a reward. And I believe that it's the same way with God. I do believe that God will reward us for being generous and doing the things that we do here in this life. And I do believe the bottom line for me, it's like, when I give, I just know and I have faith that God will take care of me no matter what. So you have to have that mindset as well. Do you honestly believe that God will take care of you and that God will reward you for what you do? I don't, like I said last week, I don't believe that tithing is commanded for us in the New Testament or suggested for us. But I do believe that there should be some kind of consistent form of giving, not the same amount all the time, but a consistent mode and a consistent pattern of giving in your life, so that you can experience those rewards, so that you can experience less worry in those areas of finance. Now, at the end of the day, let me address this. Again, you might be saying, "Jamie, I just can't give. I just can't afford to." Okay, look. Don't feel condemned if you can't, okay? If you're just gonna tell me you can't, I won't argue with that. But don't feel condemned because you can't. However, one thing you should be doing is you should be praying over your finances. If it's that bad to where you just can't afford to give anything at all, then you should be praying over your finances and saying, "God, bless me in the area of my finances so that I can be a blessing, not just to my church or my ministry, but to my family, to myself, to all the people around me." Always pray over your finances, because God wants to move in that area of your finances, and He wants you to experience more and live a more abundant life. Hey, there's nothing like giving. You can testify to the feeling you have whenever you are able to give to your ministry or, to help somebody out. You feel very good about yourself, and you should feel good because you're doing a great thing. So try to advance more in this area of giving in your life, and it all starts right here in your mind, changing your mindset, changing your motive, so that you can experience that good feeling whenever you give to support the value that you're getting in your ministry as well. So if that message blessed you guys, I hope that it did. Of course, I want you to share this message and help me get the word out there about New Covenant Church TV. And I pray that I would see you guys right here next week, Monday, on New Covenant Church TV. I'll see you guys then.